A lot of people may be confused about why Victory Inner City Ministries has a farm. And so let me just tell you a little bit about our vision here. We really believe that God wants the inner city poor that we're in relationship with to be more than just objects of our pity. There's a great place here where people can experience good food, great work in a peaceful environment, instead of in the inner city where there's so much chaos and madness and all kinds of other stuff going on. And so we believe that Victory Acres, part of our vision for it is that it would be a place of hospitality and healing. It would also be a place where we could be welcoming young people from the inner city, kids that have never maybe experienced a farm before. I remember William, one of the very first young men who came here to Victory Acres. He was 13 at the time, and he came here and he was planting corn that very first planting day. He'd never been on a farm in his life, but he got to experience Victory Acres that day, and he loved it. It was a great time for him, and he came back and actually spent a whole summer here, a couple summers later. And so it had a shaping influence on his life. If all you've known is the inner city, if that's it, that's all you've ever seen, then coming to a place like Victory Acres changes all that. Because you see, there is a world outside of the hood. There is a world outside of everything that I've ever known. Another aspect of Victory Acres is that we see that there's an opportunity for us to be able to fund ministry in a sustainable way. And so part of the enterprise that's going on right now at Victory Acres that's making the payment and maintaining the farm eventually is going to help us as it grows to be able to fund ministry in new places. And so as we have fruit trees now that will eventually produce more fruit, those fruits of those trees may be what ends up helping us to fund a church plant in Seattle, Washington. And so the vision that Victory has of planting churches in new places, we believe is going to be funded, at least in part, by the work that is Victory Acres. You know, some ministries have an endowment. Well, Victory has a working endowment. It's called a farm. And we make money the good old-fashioned way with just good old hard work. That's the vision that we have, is that the farm would be a place where people could experience the grace of God in their life. A place where people could experience that wholeness, that shalom that God intends for all of His people everywhere. And we're really excited about what God is going to do in the future here at Victory Acres.